Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a therapist that specializes in working with people with OCD, and I do that by using exposure and response prevention or exposure therapy. So really quickly, we're going to go over what exposure therapy is and what it isn't. We're going to start with what it isn't. It is not figuring out that person's greatest fear and then throwing them into the deep end and going from 0 to 100 real quick. It is not that. That is going to do so much more harm than good. That's going to create panic, and that person is never going to trust you again. So that's what exposure therapy is not. Now, what it is coming up with a hierarchy of exposures over the course of about 20 sessions, ranging from what that client deems like easier to the hardest exposure that they can think of. We come up with these exposures with people collaboratively. So we both have input into what the exposure is because that person really knows what's going to help them the most. And so we listen to that. But it's very gradual. So quick example, someone has OCD around like germs and cleanliness. So we are not going to have them go to a public place and like lick a doorknob. That's not going to work. I hope no one will do that. We're going to start with having them like touch a doorknob and then wait a minute before they're allowed to wash their hands. And then we're going to scale up from there. So that's how exposure therapy works. It's collaborative. It's on a hierarchy of exposures. You scale it, not jumping into the deep end real quick.